Look.
Listen.
Hey, Clambos, it's us again. No Taylor this time on episode 52 of Look, Listen, Cast with Geese Guyera, episode 9 of the Pokémon.
He's swimming with the sharks.
He's not sleeping with the fishes, luckily. Just swimming with the sharks. In some country, who's to say where? I don't know.
Who's to say?
Oh my God, Geese!
Sorry.
Why did he scream in me ears?
I don't know.
All right.
But we do have a special guest today. And the special guest is this little white, fluffy Havanese Ricky, who I am dog watching.
We always have a dog on this podcast. Just a rotating chair. What is the phrase? A rotating...
revolving door.
There you go. Revolving door of dogs. This is a podcast about Pokemon and other things. Clambo. Yes?
Nothing. I miss Charlie.
Oh, maybe next time.
Charlie, for those who don't remember, is Taylor's mom's dog.
That apparently he rescued and only likes him. Or something to that effect. I'm sure I'm at least 40% right. Is your family like that, Geese, where they will tell a story, but over the years, it's become so embellished and so many details changed, and you're just, that's not...
100%.
That's not what happened.
It's not even over the years, like over months.
Just immediately.
Yeah.
That day, the story is completely off. Which makes me think, does that mean that there's all these stories that I walk around believing that aren't even true? Who's to say?
Who's to say?
By the way, who's to say? We say so much. We do want to use that, so don't steal that. I'm cutting it out.
Yeah, please don't.
We got to trademark it. Never mind. Cut it out. Moving right along, Clambos, to watch and play and eat and listen in this week, or as I call it, goofing, going places, doing. I just watched the new Indiana Jones film, my first one ever in a movie theater, which is, I suppose, sort of impressive that I didn't watch the fourth one in theaters, but I didn't have AMC A-list. There was no movie pass, Geese. The reviews were bad. Why am I going to go to the movies for that?
When did the first Indiana Jones come out? Like the 80s?
1980? Well, I know... I want to say that the Temple of Doom is that mid-80s, like 84, and then the third film was that 1990. You know, this is all very easy to look up.
I only know Indiana Jones from Fortnite. I'm kidding. I watched them before I played Fortnite.
Oh, I was pretty accurate. 81, 84, 89. And 90's close to 89. That's probably the home video releases, 1990, probably. And then Crystal Skulls, 2008. This is a series they like to take their time releasing, which I'm fine with. Makes for a big deal. But yeah, it was a fun little movie. I could kind of tell what was going to happen, I guess, at some point, but it was still fun. Secret Invasion is the new Marvel show. Don't recommend that. Very boring. I started watching True Detective Season 1 because that's a big meme that's supposed to be some great show, but only Season 1.
I thought people liked the third season or something.
Well, maybe the third season, I think what it is that the third season's better than the second because apparently everybody hates Season 2. But yeah. I've been trying to watch it, and it's not bad. It's not a bad show, but maybe it was just the memes that were getting to everybody. I don't think so far what I've watched, True Detective Season 1, is as good as like a Sopranos or The Wire or even Mad Men or Breaking Bad. So far, I mean, maybe it gets way, way better. Who's to say? Geese, how about you tell me you're watching this week?
I haven't really been watching a lot, but one of my sisters came home, and so we as a family watched Little Miss Sunshine because Ed Asner passed and it was on the mind. It's a good movie. It holds up. Toni Collette is one of my favorite actresses.
That's such a good scene when, is it Steve Carell's in that movie? Or when he tells the boy, oh yeah, you can't fly planes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's a good scene. It's a good scene, Clambos. Oh, spoilers as well. Sorry.
And Then we watched Toy Story 2 last night, and that's a good movie. And man, has animation really progressed since then.
When somebody loves you.
When I was a kid, I loved Toy Story. And I had a Buzz Lightyear doll. I was a big fan.
Who didn't love Toy Story 2? Toy Story 2, though, in the theaters, I was with my aunt and somebody else, and they were waiting in this giant line for concessions, but the movie was already starting, and I was losing my mind, just freaking
Mm.
out that I was missing the movie. So I ended up just running into the movie theater and watching it, and I didn't even sit with them throughout the movie because I just wanted to see.
I hate that. I have such bad time anxiety and waiting to get food like right when the movie's gonna stop. Ugh, no,
Nope,
I can't.
it's no good.
I always go very early to the movies.
Geese, tell me about your food.
So I went to the beach, and at the beach, I had some good barbecue. I feel like I definitely talked about the beach.
You go to the beach every other day. It makes sense.
That's true. So I came back from the beach, and I saw Justin, fan favorite, Taylor's
Ugh.
favorite.
Fan favorite.
And
So many emails about Justin asking for pictures, and
okay, what did I get with Justin?
you're sitting at a table. Ramen.
Oh, we got ramen. Yes, we got ramen, and the ramen was only okay, but they had good gyoza. And then I got kava with my family, and it was such a big ordeal because
Oh, complicated, huh?
my parents were so they were huffing and puffing about, oh, this is so complicated, and they're just so overwhelmed that they just picked like a pre-made salad. And I got my order, a half grain, half greens bowl with all this extra stuff, and they were complaining because they got only salads, so it wasn't a lot of food. And I was like, this is why you get a grain bowl and put things you want. Nothing was stopping you.
It's too complicated.
Ugh. This is why we never eat out, because it's such an ordeal. It's too complicated. We have never ordered food to be delivered here ever.
Not even once.
This wouldn't happen. Not even once. I'm not even kidding. That's not even a thing in this house.
They don't even have your address listed on delivery apps or pizza places.
Yeah.
They asked them to remove it on account of complications.
And then my sister and I went shopping yesterday. We went to Target, and I got some moisturizer and some shoes because my mom is making me buy sandals because apparently my flip-flops are too low class and I have to wear sandals now. So I bought these $20 sandals I don't even like. And then we went to H Mart, and I got some sriracha peas and 16 instant ramens.
If you don't say the words honey butter almonds, I'm going to lose my mind.
I didn't get any honey butter almonds.
Why? They're so good.
I didn't see them. And also, I was looking for milk tea, and I couldn't find any.
Oh my God, what a waste of a trip to H Mart.
It's not really a waste because the H Mart is only 5 minutes from my house, but...
All right.
And then we got sushi. I got an avocado roll and a spicy crispy tuna roll. We also made blueberry cobbler from the blueberries in my sister's backyard. It was very good. And I had some caprese salad today.
Caprese, eh?
And that's my food.
Good work, Geese. My food that I ate was, I don't know if I mentioned it here before, probably not, but I got invited to the big friends and family event at the brand new opening of a Shake Shack. But Geese, did they treat me like friends and family?
No.
Well, the one lady checking in was very nice, but when I walked up there, I said to the man, I said, listen, buddy, I'm real hungry. Do you think it's possible for me to get a triple cheeseburger? And he said, we're only doing singles. And then I said, sick, I'll have one of those. And then they have advertised a big thing that says spicy fries with ranch. And I said, may I please have some spicy fries with ranch? And he says, we only have regular fries. And I said, all right, I'll have one of those. And then he said, and for the drink. And I said, may I try your exciting looking mango caffeinated juice lemonade drink? And he said, we don't have those. And I said, fine. Are you doing the shakes? And he said, yes. And I got a black and white shake. And Clambos, here's what I have to say about that experience. It just goes to show how frustrating existence is, because we have that story of what happened. But in two people's minds, that's a completely different story. Let me explain. To me, that's, isn't that amusing that every single thing I wanted, they didn't have? That's kind of a, subpar experience. But if he's going to tell the story, to him, he's going to say, man, listen to this story about this difficult customer that asked for all these different things. That's frustrating, Geese. Because I'm the one that ends up with nothing that I wanted. But to him, I'm the bad guy, I'm sure.
I only had Shake Shack one time, and it was in London! And it wasn't very good, and it was very expensive.
Shake Shack's incredible. It is expensive. That's why when I went to this event where all the food is free, very exciting. I ate way too much stuff, so I gotta trim this down. I ate some tasty pesto pizza at Village Pizzeria, which is very yummy, and all the celebrities love to eat there, such as Bobby Lee, the comedian, and Thomas Lennon of Reno 911 fame. He was Dangle in there. They love to eat there, and so do I. And I was in the area returning a package.
Were you returning your Raisin Cane's shorts?
Yes, I got them, and they were just the tiniest little women's booty shorts. Oh, Geese, they were so small. But in good news, I did get the free Starbucks, which you'll remember. Yum, yum, yum. Free Nitro cold brew. Also, video games, I played a little bit of Final Fantasy 16, but that's it. Let's
what about
move
Kava?
Well, Geese, I don't want you to yell at me.
I'm going to.
Okay, Geese, start yelling.
No, well, tell everyone what you got.
All right, Clambos, I eat the Shake Shack. It's not enough food. So immediately I go to place an order at Kava because, big surprise, there's a Kava right next door to the Shake Shack. And I thought, oh, that's crazy. And I order the Michael Special, which of course is...
Well, while you look, I'll explain what happened.
It's got tzatziki, roasted eggplant, red pepper hummus, spicy falafel, salt brine pickles. Very tasty. I mean, cabbage slaw, crumbled feta, garlic dressing, and shgug. All in a delicious crisp pita.
Now, when Michael told me that there was a Kava next door and that he was going to get some Kava, my immediate thought was, wouldn't it be good content to get Michael to order the same order I did and we can compare and contrast? But no, Michael hates me, and most importantly, Michael hates all of you. So... So, sorry guys. I don't know what to say. Michael, do you have anything to say to our fans?
It was very tasty, and already had all the ingredients picked out, ready to go.
How about next time you go to Kava, you get my order?
How about next time? How about next time you get my order and I can scream at you? She's what's the word? Pursing her lips and shaking her head left and right. I don't know what those eyebrows are up to.
You'll never know.
If it weren't for that Tokyo hat she wears every day, her eyebrows would be too powerful.
Guys, my hair gets oily so quick, and I don't want to shower all the time because then it'll just get more oily. So I just wear a hat.
First off, guys, Clambos, my hair is way more oily than hers when I don't shower, so she's not going to win that competition, I'm sure. Let's move on to Poke News of the Week. Poke News of the Week.
Poke News of the Week.
Update Pokemon Home, Clambos, on your phone. There have been some bug fixes. Also, in Scarlet and Violet, the 7-star Fairy-type Delphox raid has been announced from July 7th to July 9th, and also July 14th through the 16th. Will you hear it by then? Who's to say? I can figure that out. Hold on. Yeah, you'll hear you'll get it for the second round.
Hello, it's me, Barbara Strawberry, reporting live, the BBC.
From
I'm
Indianapolis.
I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana, in the United States of America, and it is 89 degrees. Oh wait, no, never mind. Hold on. It is 32 degrees Celsius here, partly cloudy, small chance of rain. I'm Ringo Starr.
I gotta send Bolt small chance of rain.
Why? I'm British.
Thank you very much, Barbara Strawberry, for filling in for reporter Geese Peep.
This has been the BBC.
World News, have your say. BBC World News. All right, Clambos, let's talk about the episode. This is a big old packed episode. We did it. We finally made it to Paldea. Oh my God, we got Fuecoco on the telescope. He's cute. Nandayo! If Taylor were here, he would laugh at that line. It means why? Nande. Geese, something is stinking up Dot's room, and Quaxley is not having it. What's so smelly?
Her Nidorino suit?
Well, it's just called Nito Thing, but it kind of looks like Nidorina.
Oh, okay. Also, can we do a big shouts out? Geese Peep Fashion Corner. I love the ladies' outfits this episode.
You heard it here first. Geese loves the ladies.
What's Pink Girl's name again?
Molly?
Molly. She's rocking this great black turtleneck cutoff tee with red pants and black Chelsea boots. Her hair is a little low bun. And then Oreo is wearing this nice flowy light green top with a nice bow in the front and some nice flowy darker green pants. We love to see it.
And this has been Geese's Fashion Corner of the Week. Clambos, I was curious as we arrive in Paldea. Was Sprigatito not born here? I mean, that is a possibility. Sprigatito is a Paldean Pokemon, but its parents could have traveled to Kanto, and she could have been born in Kanto, who's to say?
Or could have been collected as an egg.
Yeah, true.
And hatched at the Pokemon
School
Academy or whatever.
We're in the breakfast room, and they're discussing plans in there. Murdoch's going to buy some food in Paldea, and we're going to drop Liko off at her house. That's going to be Frito's job. Oh no, Clambo, she's leaving forever? What a quick journey she had. And seems silly we had started up an entire anime series about her if she's given up this quick. But Roy wants to see Paldea, Clambos. As we all know, he's never seen anything before, so this is going to be very exciting for him. We see some Skip Plume as we open up the gates to Mesa Goza. Now, Clambos, right off the bat, here's something big. The giant school, the giant academy inside of Mesa Goza, it's different depending on if you're playing Pokemon Scarlet or if you're playing Pokemon Violet. So in Scarlet, it's Naranja Academy, orange, and in Violet, it's Uva Academy, grape. So this anime makes Scarlet canon for this story anyway. I wonder if we're going to ever hear about Uva Academy, or are they going to take some sort of dimensional rift portal, or they just put it somewhere else? Who's to say, Clambos?
Who's to say, guys? Who's to say?
Geese.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized you would not know the name of this Pokemon, but can you please tell us what happens to Roy as he enters the Mesa Goza?
Roy almost gets run over by a trainer riding a motorcycle-esque Pokemon
named Cyclizar. And Cyclizar, Clambos, of course, we know is the current form of the paradox forms of Miraidon and Koraidon, the box legendaries for Scarlet and Violet. Very exciting.
I was watching this episode with Aaron and our good friend Kyle. Now, when they saw this Pokemon, and they saw that this Pokemon was not using the wheels on its body, but instead using its legs to move around, they got very upset. And they were like, this is the dumbest Pokemon I've ever seen. Now, I do agree with that. Why don't the wheels work?
I'm sure they work.
But in the game, you can ride this Pokemon, yes?
Some people do. You just ride Koraidon or Miraidon.
Does Koraidon and Miraidon, do they use the wheels or do they use the legs?
Miraidon uses his little electric future wheels. Koraidon, I think he likes to just use his legs. But I think the wheels are working.
Why do they need the legs
like
if the wheels are working?
Because he's...
But they have wheels. The Flintstones don't have wheels.
Yes, they do. They use their feet.
I know, but they have they use dinosaurs and stuff. But the dinosaurs don't have wheels. Why would you design?
Geese, first, but Geese, have you never watched the Flintstones? They literally travel just like Cyclozar. They have rock wheels. They pedal their little feet, and then they put their feet up while the rock wheels move.
I know, but that's not an animal. They're not using an animal when they're in the car, right? It's just them propelling forward. This is a Pokemon that has wheels, but they don't use the wheels.
I think I don't think he can control the wheels like that. I don't think he's a biological being. I don't think he can just tell the wheel to move. I think he runs with his legs.
Don't tell me that this is an illogical thing to ask or imagine when there's literally ghost Pokemon.
I'm sorry, Geese. That's his biology. Blame Mother Nature. Golly. Anyway, the boy's name is Cyclozar. He comes zooming past. But unfortunately, I would say the voice acting's pretty terrible for Cyclozar in Japanese. I hope they improve it in English. Roy is losing it in this giant city. Everybody's checking out shops and trying on glasses. Fuecoco sees some ice cream, Geese. Everybody's eating treats. And we get an inner monologue from Liko, like always, where she says, "Wow, this is so normal to me. And look at Roy. He's so excited about everything." Unnecessary.
What a bumpkin.
Unnecessary. But Geese, Fritos goes to call Liko's parents on the phone. But what happens?
No one's picking up.
So we cut to the Salami, the great Salami. Dot is out there drying her Nido suit, and Quaxley seems pleased with the smell. So she must have done a good job laundering it. Okay, Clam. This is what I have to say about Dot's voice actor. I think she's trying too hard for Pokemon. She sounds way too sick and cool and serious. Seems out of place. Then we hear some metaphors from Ludlow, like always. Geese, do you remember what he was metaphoring on about?
Something about if you don't care at all, it's the same as care. I don't know. There's something about caring and something.
Something about caring. Captain Pikachu's getting sleepy at the controls to the ship. Then we cut to Oreos and Molly shopping, and some Hoppip are floating by. Back to Liko and Roy. You know how this show works, Clambos. We got a lot of back and forth. We made it to Liko's house. Oh my god. This house kind of looks like Nemona's house. Geese, you're going to meet Nemona next week because she was in the Next Time on Pokes.
I wonder if Liko's mom works at the Orange Academy.
Yeah, we're going to say, I have that written down later. I guess just bye, Mom. Liko's mom is the Ash's dad of this series.
Because her father says that she's busy on a field trip, which makes me assume that she works at the academy.
Teacher, yeah. Geese, who comes running out Liko's house?
Puppy Mocho.
Nope.
Mochi.
Fido.
Was it Puppy Mochi?
Puppy Mochi is such... I mean, I'm sure in Japanese it sounds fine, but in English, that's the stupidest name.
That's the cutest name. What are you talking about?
It's so silly. Puppy Mochi.
It's cute.
His name
Puppy Mochi.
His name is Fido, Fidough in English.
I like Puppy Mochi.
Oh my god.
What?
I can't fight those eyebrows. Put those down. Put those eyebrows down, Geese. Oh my god. He's a little pastry pup. Aw, Geese, it's so cute. What does Fuecoco and Fido do?
They snuggle, and then Fuecoco gets a little drunk.
Yeah. Well, I thought this was cute because Fuecoco, as far as I know, Fuecoco's never met this Fido, so it's nice that they're just so friendly right off the bat. But Sprigatito, Geese,
Jealous.
A little bit jealous.
Green with envy, you might say.
Got him! And then, Geese, who walks out of the house? Liko's big giant house.
Liko's dad.
A.K.A. Alex. Fan favorite.
Oh, what a name.
He's a painter and a nerd. He runs out, goes to... You have to shave those eyebrows off. You can't use them responsibly. Liko runs out of Liko. Liko's father runs out, and there's Hajime Mashtes all around. Hello, I'm Liko's father. Hello. Nice to meet you. Hello. Then we go inside, and there's some sick paintings on the wall of Rapidash and Arcanine, so sick. And we learn that Alex's profession is he makes little children's Poké picture books, and Roy's losing it. He just runs off into another room to read all these books. And then, like he said, we learn the mom is still on a field trip, and Sprigatito's still not having it at all. Just walks away. And God, of all episodes for Taylor to miss, do you remember, Geese, him asking us, do they have coffee in the Pokemon world? And we now get a 45-minute scene on coffee and bean selection. And oh my God.
Beans. Michael, I'm about to have a breakdown.
All right.
But keep going.
Alex offers Fritos coffee. Also, I think Sprigatito's on the roof at this point. But we get some chatting and some working. Okay, maybe this is this real life, or is this mainly just in movies? When somebody's like, oh yeah, I'm just such a busy person. You can keep talking to me while I'm doing this work. I can't, if I'm working on something, I guess it depends on the work. Whether or not you're capable of having a conversation while you're doing it. Seems a little rude to me. I don't know. But he's on a tight deadline, so he's got to keep painting while talking. Geese, please tell us what happens next with Liko snooping around looking for Sprigatites.
She overhears her father and Frito talking about her. She hears that her dad has been worried about her and her ability to stay alone in a dorm at the school, and he thinks that she should stay at home and commute from home to the academy.
That must have been a mistranslation. He must have meant, or they must have meant to teleconference, because you can't commute every day from Paldea to Kanto.
He says, I know it's a long commute, but I think she should stay here.
It takes so long. Japan to Spain every day? Come on.
That's what he says.
What he says. Okay, finally. And Liko at this point gets sort of embarrassed, but she kind of does this, I'll show them, I'll be brave. But she finally finds Sprigatito resting on some cabinets, and Sprigatito is so jealous of Fido, because Fido, is a Pokemon that's been close to Liko before, that she refuses to even get off the cabinets. If I were Liko, I'd be so embarrassed right now. It would just look like I'm a terrible trainer. My Poke doesn't even listen to me. Eventually, she has to put her foot down, Geese. What does she pull out?
Pokeball.
She says, all right, Sprigatito, you're not going to listen? Return. And she holds up the Pokeball, and at this point, Sprigatito says, fine, and jumps off the cabinet. Does not go into the Pokeball, but finally gets up the shelves, cabinets. Geese, there is so much tension in this episode right now. There's tension between Liko and Sprigatito. There's tension between Liko and her father. The vibes are off, Geese.
Lots of Dutch angles.
Yeah. And then we cut to sunset already. Roy is still just reading his little heart out, all these books. Fueco goes snoozing, and they decide to all go back to the ship, which, Geese, kind of surprising, huh? Because everybody thought she'd just sleep in her room at home.
But when they get back to the ship, she says, I'm home.
About the Great Salami.
And that's her home.
Clambos. You heard Geese. She's real tuckered out from the day. Took a lot out of her. But Sprigatito ends up staying at Alex's house. I'm just going to call it Alex's house since since Liko clearly is not claiming this as her home. But Fido's trying to be so nice, Geese. What happens?
Fido brings a pillow from Liko's room and puts it on the couch where Sprigatito is and says in Pokemon, "Look, it's Liko's pillow." And then Sprigatito warms up, and both Sprigatito and Fido snuggle up on the pillow and fall asleep.
And it's adorable. And I suppose at some point, Alex saw this and painted it, you would imagine, for spoilers. We cut to the next
Mm-hmm.
day. We see some Bonsly and some Hoppet playing by the salami. Fletchling fly by. Liko, like always, does an inner monologue about all her worries. She walks out to find, what does she find, Geese, at the front of her door the next morning?
A cute drawing of her holding Sprigatito on the great salami.
Aw, adorable. Thanks, Dot. You're so sweet. Ohio gozaimasu. Oh, what's that coffee smell like? That's the same coffee that her dad drinks. Oh, Molly and Oreos picked up some coffee, the
Mm.
local Paldean coffee. We get a conversation with Molly and Oreos. Liko decides she is going to find out about this pendant, and that's going to be her life's goal. And then, Geese. Liko runs into Roy in the hallway by Dot's room, and what does Liko learn from Roy?
That Sprigatito is probably just jealous and not used to kind of sharing her. And that Sprigatito is probably acclimated and is probably waiting for her now at her house.
Liko says, I was so blind. So Liko runs out the door. She's going to tell her dad what's up. She's going to grab Sprigatito. She's going to stand up for herself. Also, she notices the Nido thing suit drawing on the Great Salami, but she's too busy to comprehend what she's looking at, so she just keeps sprinting away. And then, Geese, what do we see in front of Alex's house?
Sprigatito patiently waiting at the entrance for her.
Not even inside the house, in front of the door, just waiting for Liko. We cut to Liko buying some stuff, maybe some Pokemon food, perhaps, or maybe some coffee.
Coffee and a matcha cake.
Yum, yum, yum. And she's walking home past some Jumpluff and some Paldean Tauros. Very dangerous Pokemon. Liko, you have no Pokemon. This seems irresponsible. You're all by yourself. But at least her little bag is adorable with the little coffee cup on it. Very cute bag. And then, Geese, at this point, the way it's set up, she's just so lackadaisical the word I'm looking for? She's so oblivious. You know what it's setting up for, and I thought for sure Team Rocket was going to jump out. But no, it was just a Lechonk.
A pig!
Oh my god, Lechonk, it attacks! It wants whatever's in that bag, and it steals it, Geese! I think Liko falls on the ground in the dust. She gets all scuffed up, and somehow Sprigatito knows she's in trouble, Geese. Sprigatito sprints towards Liko, very determined. And some very excitable, anxiety-inducing music begins to play as we see Fritos and Charizard ring the doorbell of Alex's house, asking, where's Liko? But then, Geese, we cut to Lechonk, sprinting towards Liko, about to attack her with a big old strong tackle. But then what happens?
Sprigatito interferes.
Sprigatito saves the day, Clambos. And then they get into a Pokemon battle. Sprigatito, quick attack! And then what happens, Geese?
The pig runs away. After the pig runs away, Sprigatito and Liko have a very cute hug. It's very well animated. And we cut back to Liko's father, Alex, and Frito sitting on the couch drinking coffee, talking about all what Liko has been through. And then Sprigatito and Liko come home.
What's funny is poor Charizard, I guess because he's so big and has fire on his tail, he has to just sleep outside. He's just sleeping on the porch, which is funny to me. Oh my god, Geese. Sprigatito's so cute, holding the little bag in her little mouth, and you can see her little cat fang. Oh my. Geese is smiling and nodding that it is cute. She agrees. All right, Clambos, this is it. The moment of truth. Liko is going to tell her father that she is gonna stay with the Rising Volt Tacklers, and she's going to find out the mystery of this pendant. And I'm sorry, Dad, but please, you've got to let me fulfill my destiny. And she says, I finally know what my grandma was talking about all those years ago when she said I could have adventures and put on this pendant.
And Alex says that Liko has her grandma's thirst for adventure.
Oh, did I already say we saw the grandma's face in the flashback?
Mm-hmm.
And we hear the word Horizons in the flashback, which is the name of the series. And we see her sick Arcanine.
Man, if I was Liko's mother, I would be so angry that I paid all this money for these guys to deliver my daughter back home only for her to say, no thank you.
Yeah, that's a lot of waste of money. Let's hope they're so unfathomably wealthy she doesn't even feel the amount of money being wasted. Liko's father also says, all right, Sprigatito, I'll leave Liko in your capable paws. And then I just wrote, bye, Mom, I guess. They're just leaving without seeing the mother. Okay. Then we cut to Dot, and she finally has the clean Nido-Thing suit. Then she starts to do a stream, talking about Pokemon natures, and Quaxley is imitating both Primeape and Slowpoke, but saying that you can have a calm Primeape, or you could have an impish Slowpoke. And she's just going to show that because Primapes are known for being very angry and excitable and wanting to fight all the time. But she's saying with Pokemon natures, you could technically have a calm Primeape. And she says some Pokemon even evolve through natures, which there's one Pokemon that does, Toxel. You can evolve into an amped Toxtricity or a low-key Toxtricity, depending on the nature, which was an interesting evolution method, and Toxtricity was on my team in Sword and Shield Clambos. Fact of the day. Oh, Geese, we're getting some more delicious coffee for Uncle Frito's. Okay, and this is what I'm worried. This is what I'm wondering right now. Liko is watching the Nido-Thing stream in front of Frito's. Frito's looks down at her Rotom phone watching the stream.
He for sure knows. He knows.
But he's still not revealing it to her. He does like a little knowing smirk.
Yeah. That's like for her to find out.
For him to know and you to find out. Geese, what does Alex reveal he's going to give as a present to Roy?
A bunch of picture books.
Oh man, that first book looks so sick about the ghosts. We got a Chandelure, a Ghastly, a Mischievous, a Gengar, and a Dusknoir in the front. Now, when she picks up the ghost book, Clambos, this is big. Listen here, listen up. There's a book underneath. I can't tell you what's on that book. Is that a new Pokemon they're teasing?
I took a screenshot because I thought, it's a clue.
I took a screenshot too because that's not a known Pokemon. Is that just like a dude in the silhouette on the moon or whatever? Who's to say? And somehow the conversation gets to what Roy's after, Shiny Rayquaza. Alex says, yeah, I wrote a book about a Shiny Rayquaza, but I haven't seen a Shiny Rayquaza. But here in Paldea, in Artisan City, the city of
Bulltown. Bulltown.
In English, it's Artisan. Bulltown. The gym leader Brassius says he saw a rare Pokemon. Oh my God, Clambos! The very first gym. Is Liko gonna get a gym badge? Oh my God, Clambos! We get such a cute shot of Alex holding little Sprigatito and little Fido in his little arms, like the guy holding too many lemons or whatever. Why can't I hold all these limes? You know what I'm talking about. And Geese, he finally finished his painting, or so we discover. Fido and Sprigatito snuggling.
It's very cute.
Very cute. Now, it's time to go off on adventure. And now is the scene, Geese, where we fly off in Charizard's arms. And that's the end of the episode. Geese Peep, let's go to Geese Peep's Seminar of the Week with Uncle Frito's, since the episode has ended.
Today's seminar is on Puppy Mochi, or in English, Fido. So, Fido has a particular power to change things around it with its breath. The question today is, how does its breath change the things around it? Is it A, it makes them swell up, B, makes them harder, or C, makes them laugh?
Makes them laugh.
It's A. Fido's breath can ferment things and make them swell up. That's why it's been used in bakeries.
Oh my God, Clambos. Then we get such a cute image of Captain Pikachu, and he's super stuffed from eating all this bread, and little Fido's sitting there watching him eat all this bread. Very cute. Geese, how did you like this episode? The intro to Paldea, was it everything you hoped it would be?
No. I was expecting to meet the mom, maybe get some like mysteries revealed or something. They hyped up. They've been traveling for Paldea since episode 2. And then we just decided, yeah, we're not going to spend any time here at Liko's house or learn anything more. We're just going to move on along. It was anticlimactic, if I'm going to be honest.
You should. I don't know why you'd be dishonest.
It was fine.
Well, the thing is, we had such a big, giant reveal with Shiny Rayquaza. We can't just have big, giant reveals and giant battles and shiny, mythical Pokemon every episode.
I know, but like they've been hyping this up for so long. I thought we maybe learn more about the grandma.
We did see her face.
Mm-hmm.
She probably has something to do with time traveling Ash as well, along with the ancient warrior from Kanto or something.
It was okay.
We'll ask Taylor next week how he feels about this episode. Make him watch it and apologize for his words and deeds regarding coffee. Geese, what would you like to discuss before we move into the wrap up?
Well, Michael, I'm going to San Francisco in 2 days, and I was wondering, as a California man who I'm assuming has been to San Francisco.
Yeah, I went for PlayStation Experience, the second one.
Do you have any like food recommendations or places to see?
Unfortunately, it's closed. I was going to say go to Merrigan's Sub Shop because, oh my God, you'd lose it over there, Meatball Sub. Oh my God, you would love it so much, and yet it doesn't exist. Some people like Pachis Pizza, so write that down. Patchy's Pizza. It's spelled weird. It's got X's and T's in it, so good luck finding that. If you go to that one ice cream shop, girls should just walk up and kiss you. That's normally what happens. Geese is given a grimace face, which is surprising to me.
I'm fine with the kissing. I would like to have a choice in the matter.
Yes, it's your choice.
I want to go to, I guess, Japantown. Did you go?
No, I went. I was so excited I was so hyped up about mission style burritos. Oh my God, you got to eat mission style burritos. And I had one and I went, this isn't anywhere near as good as a burrito from like San Diego or even the good taco truck near me that is super, super tasty. So I was not impressed with the mission style burrito.
Well, that's unfortunate because I'm staying in the Mission area.
They're going to say that's unfortunate because that's my entire itinerary is every day 3 new mission style burrito places. No, that's fine. I'm sure. Hey, ask the locals. Maybe they're going to know a better, tastier mission style burrito. Be very, very careful if you're going to ride BART or the public transportation. You don't want to get attacked and mugged, whatnot. It's kind of funny if you walk around San Francisco, you just start to see all these people you recognize from all the video game websites, like IGN or whatever. It's interesting. What else did we do that was fun in San Francisco? What was tasty? What was yummy? See if this place is still open. What is it called? CJ. Do you like wings? God, everything always closed. Oh, Wings. Write down Wings. Go eat there. Hopefully it's still open. Their fries were good. And then write down Marufuku Ramen in Japantown.
How you spell that?
Marufuku. You want to check in remotely with the Yelp app because there's always a wait.
What?
You've never used the Yelp app?
No.
Do you like clam chowder?
No.
Then never mind. Okay, so try one of these places for your burritos. Either El Farolito, La Taqueria, or Taqueria Cancun. Ooh. That's all on Mission Street. So it'll be near you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ask your friend if you're going to go to the Embarcadero, because that's a fun place for people, apparently. All these piers. Write it down on the list. Okay, let's move on to the wrap up.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Sorry about no Taylor. He's with the Sharks, as we said. Please follow us on social media at Look Listen Cast on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you to Keith for our artwork. You can find him at twitch.tv/KeithSquared.
Shouts out to Professor Ticklebit for the Ticklebit, just one bit, for the boilerplate and website and ad edit. And thank you to our supporters. You can support us by going to looklistencast.com and clicking the link for Spotify for Podcasters, aka Anchor, it may still say. And please recommend this podcast to your friends and families, especially uncles and nieces.
And great aunts.
Please. Also, every episode of Look, Listen, Cast the Geese Guyera ends with a question. So please email your questions to looklistencast@gmail.com. This week's question is from RAWKPARTEE. RAWKPARTEE asks, if you were to design an article of Pokemon clothing to wear yourself, which Pokemon would you choose and what article of clothing would you pick? Geese, what is your answer?
Well, I would probably take inspiration from Dot. I don't know if you noticed, but in this episode, we can see her wearing some sick Snorlax Croc-looking shoes.
I did not notice.
I'd probably do that or something with Psyduck. I have big vibes with Psyduck. Like probably like a Croc or maybe like a backpack. Like a Rowlet backpack.
Backpack smart. I mean, I already wear Pokemon backpacks all the time with all the adorable little baby Pokemon. I could get a sick Magmortar jacket, I guess. I'm not into leather jackets or Letterman jackets or anything, but for some reason I'm picturing that kind of material for a Magmortar jacket. That'd be sick.
What about one of those silk ones?
Give me some Toxtricity socks or something. That'd be sick. Oh my god. Oh my god, you get some pants and it's got the electric going all the way down. Oh, you could look great. Geese, you could wear a Tokyo hat that had a Pokemon on it too. Oh my god.
I feel like I could get like a really sick
Gloom
themed dress. I think that'd be really cool.
Could wear a Jinx bra, just the same one she wears.
Oh, I could.
Jinx already just has a full outfit you could just wear. With the wig too. Good to go. Any other clothing, Geese? Oh, she's doing the I'm thinking face. Oh, she's looking to the side. Eyes up. Oh.
I don't know.
She's thinking. All right. Thank you very much for your question, RAWKPARTEE. Hopefully you enjoyed.
Oh wait, I have an answer.
She has an answer. Every Clambos, listen up. She's figured it out. She knows what she's gonna say. She's rubbing the back of her neck, so you know it's serious. The eyebrows are up.
Let me answer. I do a knit sweater, a big baggy knit sweater, and I would have all of the Oricorios on them, and like, or maybe just the cheerleader type, and the pom-poms, actual yarn pom-poms, and it'd be pretty sick.
Pretty sick. All right, Clambos. Thank you so much for joining us this episode this week. Next week, we'll have Taylor back. I can only imagine.
Will we, though?
Well, this episode doesn't go live until... Well, next week, you may not even be here. Who's to say? This episode doesn't go live until July 14th. He gets back July 16th. So that gives us enough time to record 17, 18, or 19 and upload with Taylor by the 21st. But
okay.
You'll probably be in, I don't know, Bangladesh or something.
I'll be in Wisconsin.
You two are always traveling all over. I don't know how anybody affords it, but Clambos, we'll see you later. Thank you for listening. Geese, please leave them with a monologue closer.
Well, we have time.
It's a nice 10-minute closer.
Everyone write in about how I can have a low cholesterol diet, because apparently I'm dying, And yeah, just thank you, everyone, and goodbye.
Yes, the first of Geese's many goodbyes. Say
Goodbye.
And the final goodbye is arriving now.
Adios.
Oh my God. Geese, that's unorthodox. Okay, goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Howdy, y'all. It's me, Geese Pete. Thank you for listening to the Geese Pete Productions podcast.
Geese Peep Enterprises, doing business as Peep Industries, together with its subsidiaries, is a diversified worldwide entertainment company with operations in media networks, talent management, parks and resorts, multimedia entertainment, and consumer products and interactive media. Geese Peep Enterprises is a Dow 30 company.